This is the moment everyone celebrates. The weakest hunter, chosen by the system, given power beyond imagination, but nobody has properly answered one question. Why him? Out of every hunter in the world, why the weakest one? That answer will disturb you. More than anything, solo leveling ever showed on screen. Most people treat the system as a power-up tool, a gift. It's neither. The system is a prison, designed to look like a reward. Complete the quest or face penalty. Disobey and suffer consequences. Every reward conditional. Every freedom contingent on obedience. That's not a gift. That's a collar, with very comfortable padding. And whoever built it understood human psychology perfectly. Give someone with nothing just enough reward to survive. Make the alternative painful, and they'll follow any instruction without questioning the source. The system was built by the rulers, ancient beings who called themselves humanity's protectors. They needed a weapon, powerful enough to defeat the monarchs, controllable enough to aim, expendable enough that losing him wouldn't cost them anything. They didn't choose Jin-Woo because he was special. They chose him because he was desperate enough to follow the system, resilient enough to survive it, and isolated enough that nobody would notice if the experiment failed. Strength was never what they needed. They were providing the strength. What they needed was someone who would never stop, someone with nothing, and therefore nothing to lose. Jin-Woo's poverty wasn't a tragedy. The system rescued him from. It was the selection criteria. A comfortable hunter questions the system, weighs the cost, considers alternatives. A hunter with nothing just follows the quest. Every level Jin-Woo gained, he moved further from humanity. The things that once scared him stopped scaring him. The connections that once grounded him became things he had to consciously remind himself to maintain. He was becoming the Shadow Monarch. And the Shadow Monarch doesn't need friends, doesn't need warmth, doesn't need humanity. The rulers gave Jin-Woo everything and took the only thing that made him worth saving. In the first place, the system was never designed to help Sung Jin-Woo. It was designed to use him. Every reward was a leash. Every level was a chain. Every power a preparation. For a war he didn't start. Against enemies he didn't make. For masters who never introduced themselves. Jin-Woo thought he was getting stronger. He was being loaded, aimed, prepared to be fired. At a target the rulers chose. On a timeline the rulers set, and he called it growth. And yet, Jin-Woo knew something was wrong. Not the details, not the conspiracy, just something. And kept going anyway. Not for the rulers, not for humanity, for his mother, his sister. The two people the system could never reach. And that is the only truly free choice Sung Jin-Woo ever made.